Hi everyone, I'm laquannadivine. Welcome to your Gemini full moon slash lunar eclipse pick a card reading. Now, I want to start off first by just telling everyone thank you. Thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you to everyone that reaches out, excuse me, to book personal readings with me. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to everyone that sends in love donations to this channel because that is what helps keep this channel going, and it also helps me to purchase new decks. So I just want to thank those of you who have been genuinely rocking with me and supporting me since the beginning. I just always want to thank you guys because heck, without your support, like what would this channel be, right? So just thank you again for rocking with me, supporting me. For me to come to you all and do this type of work, my human, uh, my human does not want to do this, but my spirit, my soul knows that this is required of me to share my gift to help others. So I just want to thank you guys for real, for supporting me and rocking with me, and it really means a lot. So thank you. So back to the reading. This, to be honest with y'all, like it's a struggle with me right now to do this because this full moon has me a little I don't know, I feel a little tired. Like I don't have as much energy as I usually um have. I don't know. Y'all put in the comment section how y'all feeling, but for me, I'm feeling a little tired, so I won't be divining these cards for you all. I'll just be reading from the description box. The description box. See, that's how tired I am. I'm talking about I'm gonna be reading from the description box. But speaking of the description box, I will put a timestamp to where each card begins. So yeah, speaking of that, look in the description box. Also in the description box, there is other information regarding how to connect with me on social media via Facebook and Instagram as well. Also, my email information for those of you who want to chat with me about readings or whatnot. All of that is in the description box. But as I was saying before, I won't be divining these cards. I will be reading from the book. Before I get into that, and before you all choose your card, I want to kind of go over some things regarding this full moon slash lunar eclipse, and I will be reading something about that as well. So give me a second. Let me pull that up. And if you're interested in where I'm getting this information from, I'm getting this information from cafeastrology.com. For those of you who have been rocking with me for a while, you know I always recommend that website because it has a whole bunch of information on there for you to study and learn some things about astrology on your own. So yeah, just to plug that in, no, this video is not sponsored, but I do use Cafe Astrology, and that is where I am getting this information from right now. So moving forward, the full moon slash lunar eclipse occurs today, Monday, and it actually happened at 4:30 a.m. And I'm speaking Eastern Standard Time. So if you live somewhere else, of course, it happened at a different time for you. Okay, but it occurred on Monday, today, November 30th, 2020 at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the sign of Gemini. Monday morning, the moon is full. The Gemini moon exactly opposes the Sagittarius sun. This full moon is a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses are relationship oriented. The crisis that these eclipses tend to elicit is a crisis of lack, a time when we suddenly realize a great need or want. The impact of the crisis can act to sever a relationship. It's possible. But it can also bring two people together with a sudden awareness of a great need for each other. Although lunar eclipses are more relationship oriented than solar eclipses, they are not always about relationships between two people. They can trigger awareness of need in other areas of our lives, such as our relationship to work, to our health and bodies, and so forth. This is a time when matters come to light, things that have been brewing under the surface. So, for some of you, maybe some things that have been brewing under the surface that may come to light to you, may come to light for you during this time. The Gemini Sagittarius polarity is a mental axis, where Gemini represents the lower mind and Sagittarius represents the higher mind. Now, they're bringing in Sagittarius because the sun is in Sagittarius, okay? And of course, the moon is in Gemini. So, as it was saying, Gemini represents the lower mind and Sagittarius represents the higher mind. A Gemini moon encourages us to think logically, while the Sagittarius persuades us to think in a far broader manner. Sagittarius symbolizes the quest for meaning and ideas that expand beyond the here and now. Gemini is quite comfortable in their immediate environment or neighborhood, while Sagittarius stimulates us to venture beyond. Neglecting either end of the axis will surely backfire on us. Ideally, a balance should be found between the two energies, and this is what the full moon invites us to do. This full moon is about communication, attitude, and our sense of adventure. Something has been building inside of us, and now is the time when the energy of the cosmos fairly demands that we let it out. Over the next 2 weeks, we will discover what this means for us. For now, we can't sit on our feelings. We need to express them, ideally, mindfully. When a full moon is a lunar eclipse like this one, it's a more potent, powerful lunation that stimulates turning points and epiphany. So if you are connected to me on Facebook, that is why I wrote that status with the date 11/30/2020, a turning point, because this is literally a turning point in our lives. There is more to this unfolding story. Since this eclipse set occurring along the Gemini Sagittarius axis runs from June 2020 to December 2021. This one is the second eclipse along this sign axis. Full moons and lunar eclipses bring issues in our lives to fulfillment. Our emotions are heightened, and there is often some sort of drama involved with the house sign and any contact planets activated by the full moon. So, those of you who have been kind of um, learning more about your birth charts, aka your natal charts, it's being recommended that you look to 8 to 9 degrees of where Gemini or Sagittarius is at in your own chart to see exactly where these energies are hitting for you. Okay? So that's why it's important to, you know your placements as far as your birth chart goes. And if anyone is interested and doing a one-on-one session where I break down your birth chart, then let me know because I'm starting to open up for that as well. Not just card readings, but if you want to know more about your birth chart, holla at your girl. Anyways, I digress. Let's go back to what we were doing. So, the areas of life activated by the eclipse may see dramatic turns, after which the path is clear to move forward. Note that whatever happens at this time is nothing truly new. The issues have been brewing inside of us, and emotions have been building. Something comes to light at the time of the lunar eclipse. And if we get in touch with our emotions, we can get a better idea of what needs to change or what needs to go. So, which one is it for you? Is it something that needs to change in your life? Or is it something, someone that needs to go? This lunar eclipse in Gemini heightens our awareness of flaws in the structure of our lives, particularly in our communications and transportation systems. Decisions made now are emotionally driven. Some of us will be irritable and won't know precisely why. Some may see only what they want to see, while their common sense or objectivity is temporarily eclipsed. Oh, wow. Let me read that again. Some may see only what they want to see, while their common sense or objectivity is temporarily eclipsed. Discoveries are exaggerated, so keep this in mind. Even so, we're awakening to the need for facts to back up our ideas and beliefs. And in the wake of this eclipse, it's important to connect with this purpose. Yes, emotions are heightened now, but a Gemini eclipse wants us to pay attention to facts and figures, not only instincts or beliefs that we have held dear. As well, this drama serves a purpose, and while we probably shouldn't jump to act, we should pay attention to our feelings and discoveries. With the moon full and bright in the sky, symbolic illumination occurs in our lives. However, these new feelings and revelations are emotional ones, as there is a sense of emotions bursting forth into our consciousness. All right. So it goes on to say that the full moon is occurring at 8 degrees and 38 minutes of Gemini, opposing the sun at 8 degrees and 38 minutes of Sagittarius. So it will affect the people born with personal planets and points at approximately 4 to 14 degrees of the mutable signs, these are the mutable signs. So pay attention. If you are a mutable sign, you may be feeling the energy of this Gemini full moon / lunar eclipse the most. I'm a Sagittarius. That is one of the mutable signs. I just told you guys I don't really have enough energy to channel, so I won't be divining. And I feel like that's the way in which I'm being affected. Like I feel a little tired, like I don't have enough energy as I usually do. And I haven't even really been doing anything. So I should be full of energy, but I just don't have enough. I don't have as much energy as I usually have. And so I feel like that's how this is affecting me. Now, it could be affecting you a little bit differently. We're all different. But let me go over the mutable signs. So, if you have any personal planets and points at approximately 4 to 14 degrees of the mutable signs Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, as I stated before, you might feel these energies a lot more heavier than other people. All right. So with all of that being said, I want to go into giving you guys a chance to pick your card. And this is just going to be some advice or whatever you should know in reference to this energy, you know. So whatever concerns, questions, even if it's just curiosity, whatever it may be, I'm going to go ahead and ring my singing bell and just take a nice, beautiful, calming breath in. And, just wait till you feel nice and calm to choose, your card. So that way you can really get in tune with your intuition and choose the card that's meant for you. So on the count of three, I'm actually going to hit this a total of 3 times. And then just take a beautiful deep breath in and then choose your card. As I stated before, the timestamps will be in the description box. So those of you who don't like to watch everything all the way through, just look in the description box down below and you will see in which point your card starts. So beautiful deep breath in. A moment to choose. This is an amethyst cluster. This is just a regular rock. One of my daughters bought it to me. And this is another rock, regular rock that one of my daughters brought to me as well. So go ahead and choose the one that you feel pulled to, and we're going to see what messages come forth for you all. And if it's anyone out there that is kind of, going through some things emotionally, I pray that one of these messages really helps you. So let's move message 2 and 3 out of the way. And we're going to go into message number 1, and that was the amethyst cluster. And let's see what that is. Oh my gosh. Concoxenite. Concoxenite. New beginnings. And it's funny because you guys hear me say this all the time, full moons mark endings. Wow. And this is a sign. Don't y'all hear my clock going off? So that's another sign for those of you who chose card number 1, that this is literally, oh my gosh, it is still going off. If this is not a sign for those of you who chose card number 1, I don't know what else to say, but Spirit wants you to know for sure, that this time marks a new beginning in your life. You're getting ready to step into new territory, into fresh territory. I don't know why I'm right now. I'm getting a visual and I'm seeing dew on top of grass. Dew. In the morning you wake up and it's that dew on top of the grass. I don't know what that means for y'all, but that's what I'm seeing. So I'm just relaying the message. But new beginnings. Let's go into that because, as I said, I'm not divining these cards. I will just be reading the description. But I love the fact that this card came out for this particular energy. All right. Cocoxanite is a high vibrational crystal containing a range of different medicines and energies. It can awaken new opportunities, especially on the spiritual path. And it is a great ally for energy healers because it shares its powerful medicine of awakening the soul. It helps you to let go of stale energy and experiences and allows for fresh, vibrant energy of new beginnings. So it enhances channeling gifts and abilities. It enhances creative ideas and awakens imagination. Journeys with you into the magical realm of spirit, activates new ideas and inspiration. You have attracted this powerful card into your life today to share with you that the blessings of new beginnings are upon you. Life moves in cycles, and the one you are currently entering is one of exciting new opportunities. The light of a new dawn and the medicine of Quacknite is shining down upon you. As one chapter of your life is coming to an end, it is time to dust yourself off and focus on the here and now. As the old drops away, you may be feeling a range of different emotions, such as fear, joy, excitement, anticipation, and even a little sadness as you enter into this new renewed time of transformation. Work closely with the divas to release any unwanted fears or resistance, and trust this is a sacred time of bringing new energy into your life. As you draw upon the medicine of Cocoxanite, know that this is a perfect time for you to start a new project or pursue something that you have been holding off on for the right time. Now, remember when I was reading about this energy, how I was saying that this is a time where things that we may have been holding off on, the universe is going to step in. God is going to step in. Your angels are going to step in. Your ancestors are going to step in. Your spirit guides are going to step in. And certain things that you may have been holding off on, okay? There's going to be a little shaking up, in whatever area of your life these new beginnings need to take place in, okay? And that's going to open the door for you all to bring in that new energy that this new beginning is ushering in for you. So, as you draw upon the medicine of Cocoxanite, know that this is a perfect time for you to start a new project or pursue something that you have been holding off on for the right time. You are being urged to embrace this opportunity fully and allow the first light of dawn to shine upon you, offering blessings of rebirth and rejuvenation in every aspect of your life. Enjoy this new part of your journey. It will bring you it will bring to you an abundance of positive change. So, those of you who pick part number one, I feel like some of you heard that last part and felt like, wow, like I'm going through it. What does she mean, positive change? Sometimes, like I said, when I was talking about that shaking up, sometimes, you know, when you go through something and you're looking at it as bad, or you feel like, oh my gosh, this is horrible, or you feel like, oh my gosh, I never get a break, something is always happening. When we go through those, I'm going to call it a tower moment because there's a particular card, there's an energy in the tarot that's used to describe when things get shaken up in our lives or unexpected events just happen and we don't know what to do. That there is always a tearing down of the old to bring in the new. So those of you who may be feeling like, what does she mean, positive change? And I'm going through it right now. New beginning. There's a new beginning. So don't look at these changes that you're going through as something bad. Look at them as if you're being placed on the correct path. Look at it as all those things or relationships, people, or maybe material possessions that you had. Look at it as, okay, I may have to let this person go, or I may have to get rid of this, or I may have to start a new job, or I may have to move into move out of this and, move into something smaller or whatever it may be for you all. Just get excited and focus on this new beginning in your life. And just allow that old to fall away. All right? So that is the message for those of you who chose card number 1. Let's move on to those of you who chose card number 2. And let me make sure before I keep going on that this thing is recording because I'll be upset. All right. Good. I was recording. So, this is card number 2. And we have Skolosite, and it speaks of peace. Peace. Skolosite. Card number 2. All right. This particular crystal is related to your crown chakra. And your crown chakra is your connection to the Most High, is your channel. Actually, I did a lot of explaining of this, sometime last year. But every time I go to speaking about the crown chakra, it reminds me of um, when you have a child, right? You have a newborn child. You know how they say, they have a soft spot and, their certain things have to fuse together in their brain. Well, the reason why a child has a soft spot is because your crown, the top of your head, that soft spot in your baby is where your child's soul entered into his or her physical vessel. So when it comes to our crown chakra, we need to make sure those channels are clear. And, when we're going through unexpected changes, sometimes those channels can be a little clogged because your human may begin to panic, okay, especially when, something happens within your home or, something happens with finances or let's just say your vehicle broke down, you was on your way to work, you ain't got no money for a new car and, it may be something that situations, especially with this energy, because that's what we're focusing on, this Gemini full moon / lunar eclipse energy. Certain situations come up and, we may have been at peace, but now, these situations may cause you not to be at peace. Your human may begin to um, panic about certain things, especially when it's unexpected. So I want to go into this and see what that was about, but I wanted to kind of plug that in about, our crown chakra and the fact that our soul literally enters through um, the opening of where what they call the baby soft spot is. So it is very important to keep that particular chakra clear so that you can hear um, from the Most High, so that you can hear clearly, that your channels are clear. That's why I was telling y'all, okay, I know I'm tired. I know this energy has me feeling a little off. So I'm not in a space of channeling right now. Okay, I'm in a space of, getting myself together as well. So, um, your crown chakra, that's your connection to the Most High. You want to make sure that's clear. So whenever you're dealing with, these unexpected changes within your life, you're really going to have to take that time out for those of you who maybe experience some stressful times right now to just remember to breathe, 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 breathe. A lot of people, I feel like people sleep on breath work. Breath work is the bomb.com. Like, I think it'll benefit some of you to do some research on breath work for those of you who chose card number 2. But let me get into that. Let me just get into it. The medicine of Skolosite is a powerful ally to assist in mastering the essence of inner peace. Scolecite is made of hundreds of tiny slivers of white hair-like shards. Each shard acts like a laser beam of pure white light energy from the cosmos, constantly challenging constantly channeling the love and peace from the universe into everyone who finds her or his way into its field. It brings the light of divine peace into the darkest depths of your being, illuminating and purifying the soul and offering the medicine of inner peace. Scholaside enhances a deep sacred space of meditation and relaxation. It promotes inner peace and tranquility. It supports you in the awakening of your inner wisdom. It allows access to deeply held subconscious memories for transformation. It assists in purification and illumination of the soul. The divas of Scholaside are shining their bright light upon you now, inviting you to float gently into your peaceful place within. It is time to experience a deeper sense of tranquility in your life. Open to feel the waves of peace surrounding you now. You are being encouraged to let go of all outside influences, stress, and expectations, and allow yourself to just be for a moment. Breathe in the peaceful energy of Scholasite and breathe out all that no longer serves you or has been worrying you. Drawing this card today is a reminder that it is time to re enter your peaceful place within. If you have been experiencing stress, turbulence, or conflict, the Divas of Scholasite are here to share with you that the challenging time is over and peace is upon you. You may like to go for a walk in nature, meditate, or do something that allows you to feel peace in your world. Open, receive, and allow every cell of your being the energy of peace to transform your life. All right, y'all. So don't be around here letting people, situations, and anything like that stress you out. All right? Remember that peace. Let's move on to card number 3. And this is, like I said, just another rock that one of my daughters gave to me. You know, I'll be around here collecting rocks, and sometimes I might not even choose a crystal. I might just choose a rock because it represents the element of earth. And so sometimes when I don't want to go outside, I might just pick up one of these rocks and ground myself that way. But I digress. Let's go on to card number 3. Black tourmaline, protection. So those of you who chose card number 3, Spirit wants you to know that you are highly protected. All right? And this particular crystal helps your base chakra, aka your root chakra. Black tourmaline is one of the most powerful protection crystals within the crystal kingdom. It draws divine light from the universe and directs it into the darkness. It brings light to the shadow as it illuminates and awakens the wisdom of the void. As the light meets the darkness, it protects all in its presence. It offers a protection shield around the aura, allowing you to feel safe and grounded, dissolving any negative energies in the field. So it is a great crystal to have around computers and other electromagnetic devices, making for a healthier environment. Black tourmalines Black tourmaline is a powerful grounding and protective crystal. Black tourmaline dissolves stuck or dormant energies in body and auric field. It strengthens and protects the aura. It also assists in creating appropriate boundaries in your life. All right. So some of you may be realizing what boundaries that you need to set in your life. All right. The divas of black tourmaline are shining their powerful light upon you at this time, bringing to you the energy of protection. You may be feeling you may be feeling open and vulnerable and attracting unwanted energy that is out of alignment with your own. An unhealthy relationship or environment might be draining your energy and creating turmoil. You may even feel you need protection from your own harsh thoughts and judgments about yourself. Whatever the situation or circumstance you require protection from, know that the strongest form of protection is love. And what is so funny, y'all, is that literally at the bottom of this deck, the underlining energy is self love. Mm, 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 mm. So, y'all already know what that means. For those of you who chose card number 3. When you feel the need for protection, it is always good to look at the part you play in the situation and take responsibility for your own energy. Feel what you may need to change to feel safe. Bring the focus back to you and draw in as much love as possible for yourself. Take a moment in a quiet setting and place this powerful card on your heart. If you have some black tourmaline, is my black tourmaline in here? Yeah, this is my black tourmaline. I make sure I keep some in my office, on a nightstand, and stuff like that for protection. So if you have some, make sure you pull that particular crystal out. When it comes to working with this deck, you don't necessarily have to have the crystal. All you have to do is just focus your energy on the qualities of this crystal. That's it. You know. So where were we? Take a moment in a quiet setting and place this powerful card on your heart. Breathe in pure love and protection on the inhale, and on the exhale, breathe out any unwanted, stagnant energy. Feel yourself being surrounded in a ball of love and light, knowing you are safe and nothing can penetrate this field of energy. Feel the love begin to flow within and around you, and all external influences will fall away. Love attracts love. So know that you are protected at this time by showering yourself in this powerful light of the cosmos. So that is what I had for you all. I just wanted to do something simple for this full moon. I pray that these messages helped you in some kind of way, gave you some kind of reassurance, understanding, inspiration, motivation. Most importantly, I hope that it helps you to expand on a soul level. Once again, as I stated before, I want to thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Thank you so much for tuning in. As I shuffled, look what's at the bottom, ancestors. So some of your ancestors are definitely trying to communicate with you. Some of you need to, if you had an altar and you haven't really been working with your altar, that is a call to work with your altar. Also, it's just a sign that your ancestors are with you. If you have anyone that has recently passed, just know that they're watching over you. All right. Again, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for your love donations. And thank you to those of you who book personal readings with me. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. And I pray you have a blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time you watch this. Peace, love, and light. And I'll catch you guys soon.